What's up guys, my name is JDCut5 and welcome back to an episode of the FC25 Tenerife Career Mode. Before we do get into this video, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Over 80% of you are currently unsubscribed to the channel, so if you can do so, it would be much appreciated. We started today's episode with another message from Aaron Martin mentioning about his contract situation, and we are just going to do the willing thing of signing him up on a deal. Was a little bit apprehensive to do so, but in fairness, he's still quite young, so I think I'm just going to loan him out in fairness and maybe potentially get a bit of more value for him when he comes back. He's only valued at 2 million. I think it's about 1.1 million at this moment in time, so not really worth kind of making the sale at this kind of point in time of the season and so on. And if we are going to do so, I think we'll just loan him out next season. I think that would be the wise thing to do so in that particular kind of situation. But yeah, he's one of those. He just hasn't played, and we've got so many other better centre mids, and we just haven't really been able to squeeze him in, and we're trying to keep everyone happy. We've got quite a few centre mids in fairness, and I feel like we're going to have a bit of a reshuffle next season, but we shall see until now, because we've still got some big games to play. We're currently in April. We're really about crunch time in the season now as we face Villarreal, a team currently sitting 5th in the Liga, a team that has a few points off the top 4 in fairness, but they're still going to be able to see if they can kind of put their charge onto top 4, that's for sure, and we're going to be looking for a result to be able to cut the pressure on everyone else. Malagon in goal for this particular game is Melo, Leon, Kouassi and Rodriguez as back 4, Liso, Cameron, Rigsar as the midfield, Pereira just ahead, and Shirauda, and not so Shirauda Becker, and Yanis and Hadji as the lone striker. I'm so used to saying Becker in fairness. Slight change in lineup due to the games that we've played, but let's see what can happen and let's see what we can do. In the previous tie versus Villarreal, it came out on a 1-1 draw after Bonny scored an overhead kick late on, and it nearly opened up the scoring there, as you can see in the 21st minute. Really slow start to the first half though, nothing really created on our side, and it takes us for the 42nd minute to really kind of see if we can do anything in this moment. Ismail Assar on the right hand side cutting in, he whips the ball in, it's a good delivery in fairness, it falls out to Rob Cameron who tries to retrieve the ball and he's kind of failed in doing so, and we just haven't really seemed to create anything in this first half. It's been really lacklustre for whatever reason, I'm not too sure, but it's been really tough for both sides. Now as you can see, Barry on the ball for Villarreal as he looks to be able to see if he can do something for his teammate Pino. It's a great inroad, but it's a super save from Malagon and it goes out for a corner kick. Substitutions to be made as we really need to change it up for this second half in fairness, because it's been really poor. So Moreno on for Sarr. Hopefully that might do something. I'm just not really too confident. Let's see what happens though, as Nicolas Pepe, the former Arsenal man, finding his teammate there as Pino's on the ball now on the left hand side. Now Bonny scored against us before. Can he score again? Now on to Pino. A great block from Kouassi as he looks to find Pereira. Can we create our first shot of the game? We haven't even had a shot yet. It's really strange in fairness. This game is working out very odd. It's Adrian Liso striding forward, finding Senhaji. Our first shot could be our first goal. No, it's not to be. The keeper makes a great save. Really unlucky from Senhaji. You could only think from that sort of range that he would have put it in the back of the net, but not to be. And that seemed to be our golden chance in the second half as we look to be able to gain some momentum from that. Liso finding Cameron. Cameron now on to Rig. Rig to Senhaji. Good play so far. Over to the right hand side. Dylan Pereira puts it down to Rodriguez. Now Moreno. Moreno cutting in, finding Rig. Rig now on the ball in the middle of the park. Rodriguez now finding the right hand side of Pereira. Pereira to Senhaji. Now real good play from Tenerife so far. Runs are being made. Moreno is there. Moreno is in. Moreno for one. Oh, what a save from the keeper. It falls out to Liso. In the box it still goes. Danger still there. Senhaji to Rob Cameron. He hits it. Shot blocked there. And it looks to be the end of that particular attack. And that was really it in fairness. It was the most tamest affair between the both sides. Bore, 0-0 draw. Yeah. I just don't like these sort of games where they're 0-0. Unfortunately, you can't really get anything sort of exciting out of it, shall we say. Yeah, just unfortunate that we didn't really come away with anything much apart from a 0-0. But at the same time, it was probably deserved because both sides had chances, but we just couldn't take it. So when you look at it as a full effect, I definitely feel like it was a deserved result for both sides. And we both walk away with a point, but we stay in Spain. But this time in the Europa League competition as we face Osasuna away from home in the first leg of the last 8 of this competition. Looking forward to this one, but no, we can get the job done against Osasuna, a team that's not had the best of seasons so far, and we've beaten them before on many of occasions, so we know that the job is there to be done, but they are going to be up for the task, I can only assume. Really excited for this, as I know I can get ourselves into the last 4 of the semi-finals. Malagon in goal, Palacios Billiers with Cancelo and Mikic on the right-hand side, James Biodidi, Ruiz Cruz, Alvarez and Geraldo Becker as the lone striker. I didn't play Sanhaji because he played in the last tie against Villarreal. I know he's been very good in the European competitions as so far, but we have to play who is fit to be able to play in this competition against Osasuna. 8 minutes into the tie, and Carlos Alvarez picks up the ball, finding Marcel Ruiz there as he runs into the gap. It's a great run from Ruiz, and he fancies his chances, but it's blocked from the defender. And now they look to go on the attack themselves here, as you can see. Oroz on the ball for Osasuna, the Labrode on the right-hand side, trying to cut in, trying to find his teammate Vidal. Vidal now, the wing-back, trying to go back there, as you can see, finding his teammate Villiers, trying to see if they can pass it around and sense some sort of movement for themselves, as they find very congealed in the space. And now, as you can see, trying to do something in this moment as Daniel James tries to charge him down, and so does Geraldo Becker, and he's made the most of it. He's won it back in the danger position. Geraldo Becker 1-on-1 with the keeper, and that's what you call a snatch and grab. 13 minutes into the tie, it's Osasuna 0, Tenerife 1, and Geraldo Becker opens up the scoring there with a snatch and grab moment, and that is a super game to be able to score in, that is for sure, as he opens up in the last 8 of the Europa League. Really happy with that moment, as you can see, putting the pressure on the defence and making the most of it at the same time. So happy with that, and we are now in front, and hopefully we can kind of build on that further forward into this tie to make the second leg just that slightly bit easier, that's for sure. With 19 minutes played in the game now, Diarra on the ball for Osasuna, over to Martinez. Martinez now trying to go back to his teammate Diarra. No, he fancies on the left hand side to Bradilla, as you can see, trying to get something going, but Cruz with a good interception. We're doing well at this. Cruz now striding forward, finding Geraldo Becker. Cruz in support. Becker finds Cruz on the right hand side. Cruz now striding forward. He cuts in on the right. He does so well in fairness. What a shot and what a save that is from the keeper, as Osasuna look to clear and get rid of that particular player, as they look to see if they can kind of send a counter-attack for themselves, but they move the ball fairly slowly and fair to themselves. Don't really seem to be able to push the ball up further enough, but they've got to the halfway line for Osasuna. They go back so much, as you can see, going back to go forward, but they're trying to see if they can do anything, as Oroz now does his man. He finds the Brode on the right hand side, back to Oroz in the middle. He's just outside the area, he hits it, and that's a comfortable save from Malagon, and he looks to clear his lines. Now into the second half, 60 minutes on the clock, and it's a very tame affair between the two sides once again. I feel like we've kind of got this for the episode. It's really strange in fairness, but the game's been so lacklustre for whatever reason, I'm not too sure. But at least we've had some clean sheets, shall we say, as Cruz down the right hand side, finally Geraldo Becker. Becker's in space, Becker's got no support, he finds himself with a great bit of area, and that's a super save from the keeper, and it falls out for a corner kick. Marcel over the corner, he whips the corner in. It's Geraldo Becker that's there, he can't really latch onto the header, as Osasuna look to clear their lines, and they do exactly that, but Cruz looks to win the header, and he wins back possession. Carlos Alvarez on the ball, but he's depossessed in that moment, but a free kick has been given in a decent bit of range. Cruz fancies his chances from 28 metres, I'm pretty sure that is from goal, as he looks to step up. That's a great hit, but not to be on that occasion. 83 minutes on the clock. It's been a very slow game for ourselves, only one goal splitting both sides. Osasuna could get a goal to make the second leg a bit tasty, or can we get our second to be able to put the game to bed and make the second leg a bit easier, as Marcel Ruiz makes a solid challenge there. Moreno coming on as a substitute here. Now on the right hand side, bursting forward. He finds himself in great space. Marlos Moreno to put the game to bed, and he has done so. I'm pretty sure that's his first goal of the season, but what a way to do it. It's Osasuna 0, Tenerife 2, and we should be going into the second leg with a 2-goal advantage. After coming off on the bench, he has done a superb job there in that particular moment. What an effort that is, and he comes on for Cruz, and he does the job, and he puts ourselves with a 2-goal advantage, and that means so much for the second leg also. Bounding with pace, cutting in on the right. He had a similar chance against Villarreal and he couldn't take it, but this time he does. It nestles into the top corner, and that is a superb finish from a player that doesn't seem to feature that much on the team sheet, that's for sure, but a very good job, well done. And it does finish Osasuna 0, Tenerife 2. Tenerife will be taking a 2-goal lead into the second leg of the last 8 of the Europa League. Osasuna will be feeling hard done by, knowing they could have taken something from that game, but very happy in the end, at the end of the day, because we've got the job done. It was a very tame affair between the both sides, but at the same time we've done our job, and it's exactly what means most. Geraldo Becker being highlighted for his goal in the first half, but hats off to Marlos Moreno there for digging in deep and getting his goal also. Lismi Cruz being happy with the game that he has been given. He's featured a little bit more, and he's definitely performed on the big stage. Not too sure if he's a player that we can always rely on, but at the same time he's done a job, and it's exactly what is needed. Into our final game that we do play in this episode as we face Mallorca in a league game away from home. Mallorca currently sitting 9th in the table. They've had a fairly good season so far, and they're looking to continue this with some form at home to be able to kind of be conjured up. At this point in the stage of the season, we're obviously being in big rotation in terms of players and so on due to fitness. So this is the lineup. Malagon in goal. Back four of Melo, Leon, Vasquez and Rodriguez. Midfield of Liso, Diarra, Rig and Moreno. We've got a Pereira just up there, and we've also got Yenis and Hadji as the lone striker. Big changes in this game, but I'm pretty sure that we're still able to get the job done against a decent Mallorca side. Let's hope that we can, and let's see if we can do the business against Mallorca. 7 minutes into the time, Robinson on the left-hand side tries to get something going as he cuts in on the right, finding Darda. Darda now playing it back to Killian there, as you can see, as they're trying to kind of get a feel for the ball. Costa in the middle of the park, now finding it Darda once again there. He tries to play it in, Vasquez with the block. It still gets through, though. It's a great chance for Darda. Super defending. Keeper comes out. Shot blocked. Keeper comes out once again. Shot blocked. Unbelievable defending from Jamie Vasquez there as he puts his body on the line, and Chris Rigg eventually gets out of it. And now we look to go on our counter-attacking move as Liso finds his teammate Yanis and Hadji in support. So Hadji striding forward, finding Liso. A bit of a stray ball there, but the two trying to still conjure up a decent attack. Liso now with a chance. He hits it. It's a great effort, and it just shies off the kind of the right-hand side there. It looked like it might hit the bar at that point, but not to be. And that is the end of that particular attack now. 30 minutes on the clock, and Adrian Liso now finding Chris Rigg in a decent bit of space. Rigg now trying to see if he can do anything in this moment there, as you can see, as he holds his way. Does really well in fairness to himself as he looks to find Yenis and Hadji. Then Hadji with a turn. He hits it, and that is a super save from the keeper there. Chances falling to both ends, and it's looking to be an exciting tie between the two. As you can see now, the Carte trying to stride forward, finding his teammate Abralista. Abralista now on the left-hand side, finding Robinson. Robinson now trying to move the ball forward. We're trying to stop him in his tracks there as Moreno chases him down. Back into the middle it goes as we reach the centre circle, and we get past into our half now. Costa now striding forward, ball into the box. It's Hernandez trying to do something there, as you can see, but we retrieve the ball, and now Moreno finding Diarra in the middle of the park. Liso's in support, and he does get the ball. He makes a 1-2 with Senhaji. Senhaji looking to play the ball to Liso, and he's found Liso in a decent bit of space. Adrian Liso now in a great bit of space. It's Liso. The shot is blocked, and it will fall out for a corner kick. Great pressure, I have to say. And we're really trying to do something. And in the second half, we now go into both sides still 0-0. Both sides yet to find the back of the net. But we could see a goal right here, right now. It's Cucho Hernandez. It's a ball into the box. Why he hasn't shot that, I'm not too sure. But Rodriguez clears his lines, finding Pereira now to Chris Rigg there as he looks to get the ball out of danger. As you can see, shrugging off the attacker. He finds Yenis and Hadji. Liso on the left-hand side in support as he makes the run there. As he finds Adrian Liso on the left. He's been very good in this tie. Liso now looking to find Senhaji. Over the top ball. He chests it down. He thumps it into the back of the net, and it's Mallorca 0, Tenerife 1, and Yenis and Hadji with a superb goal into the back of the net, and that is absolutely sublime there, as you can see. Super stuff. And at the end of the day, we cannot get enough of that, that's for sure. A wicked ball from Adrian Liso. We've seen that plenty of times this season where we've dinked the ball into the box, and Senhaji with his big presence has been able to kind of put it down to feet and absolutely wallop it into the back of the net. So happy with that, and it is a superb finish to make it Tenerife with a goal to 0. Now we've got that goal, can we build on that? But Mallorca is still a danger, that's for sure. Asano finding Darda. Mallorca looking to fight straight back as Costa's on the ball for Mallorca. Trying to do something in this moment in time there, as you can see, passing it about really nicely, and they're really good on the ball in fairness to Mallorca, really seeming to use the pitch to their advantage there, as Costa now trying to go onto Asano on the right hand side. Asano now doing something in this moment there as he skips past into the gap. He does well, finding Cucho Hernandez. He turns his man, he puts it onto Darda, and what a ball, what a goal, and it's Mallorca 1, Tenerife 1, and they are back into this tie. Very surprising to see, but they've showed the fight back, they've showed the courage. It's a very decent effort, I have to say. There's no denying that by any means whatsoever. Looking at that little pass there, that flick over to the free man, and he's hit it on his left. Malagon could have done slightly better in that particular opportunity, but it hasn't to be done in that particular scenario, and unfortunately that is the end of that particular one for ourselves, and that's really frustrating to be able to concede a goal like that. But at the same time, we try and do something in this moment as Yenis and Hadji finds Adrian Liso on the left hand side, trying to stride forward, trying to find a teammate potentially. He skips inside, he does really well. Liso in support. He's also got Yanis and Hadji to be able to use. He turns his man, he hits it, shot blocked. Full out to Liso once again, still in possession, bearing in mind. Liso over to his teammate Diarra. Diarra to the middle of Chris Rigg. Really good stuff so far. Rigg to the right hand side of Dylan Pereira. He's got a chance here, but he plays it over to Yanis and Hadji. Takes his touch, he hits it on his left, and in to the top corner it goes. A thumping effort in off the bar, and with 15 minutes left to go, Tenerife take the lead once again. It's Mallorca 1, Tenerife 2, and Yanis does the Sui to be able to be a little bit more iconic in his celebration. Really, really good stuff there in that moment. Yanis and Hadji were 2 goals in this particular tie. Now, I'm really happy to see that's the case. Obviously, he gets called upon when needed, and he definitely kind of supplies the goods when needed also, and that's exactly what we want from our second striker. Dylan Pereira with a lovely ball into the box, and it's on his left foot this time, Yanis and Hadji, but he curls it into the top corner. Looked like it was going to thump itself off the bar, but not to be on that occasion, and it's a superb effort to get his side in front once again. Substitutions to be made there as Dylan Pereira looks to be able to come off the pitch, but then we was like, who do we kind of take him off for? So we're going to have Keanu Dye come onto the pitch for Chris Rigg, trying to change out the midfield options, and we are going to go for a Guerrero on the left hand side for Adrian Liso, who's had a great game so far, and we are going to put Angel up top for Yanis Sen Hadji. 13 minutes left to play in the tie. We just need to see it out to be able to secure all 3 points in this tie against Mallorca, but they're still going to be fighting back. They're still going to want to have a chance to be able to at least secure a point in this tie. Asano on the right hand side, skipping past his defender, doing really well in fairness to himself. The Tenerife defence have to be tight, and that is a super save from Malagon there, as you can see, finding a decent inroad, but not to be on that occasion as Marlos Moreno tries to get it on the right hand side onto a teammate. Hasn't really shone in this game after getting a goal against Osasuna, but yes, that is full time, and we have got the win. A very, very strange game in fairness, because Mallorca showed a lot of fight, and I didn't really expect that to be in them. Superb effort from Yanis and Hadji to be able to get the 2 goals, and good assist from Dylan Pereira and Adrian Liso, who Liso had a top game against Mallorca in fairness, and that is a big 3 points away from home, knowing that we've made so many changes. So really, really good effort from all sides. And then we have our next simulation game against Osasuna, where we do get the victory. I didn't see much points playing the second leg, so a 2-1 victory on simulations. That means 4-1 on aggregate, and we are through to the semi-finals of the Europa League. Now we are down to the last 4. These are the 4 teams currently in the Europa League. It's Rangers versus Arsenal, and it's Tenerife versus AS Roma. A massive tie for ourselves. Anyone that you face in this point of the competition, you know you're going to get a decent side. So it's going to be a very big final, whoever reaches it, that's for sure. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Last but not least, we have our next simulation game in the Liga as we face Valencia Cano, a team right at the bottom. We get a 3-1 victory. Ismail Assar, Sheraldo Becker and Adrian Liso all getting on the score sheet to be able to bring home 3 points for our side. I'm happy with that one, yeah, because as I mentioned, simulations are always a bit of a 50-50. You just never know what's going to happen, that's for sure. But looking down at the table, Real Valencia Cano still at the bottom with Granada, Real Zaragoza and Granada. Getafe there also. Las Palmas potentially could get relegated. You just never know. It's so tight at the bottom at that moment in time. Still a fair few teams that could be susceptible for relegation, but this is the table so far, and it's hotting up, that's for sure. Looking at the top 4, with 2 points in front of Atletico Madrid, we're level on points with Real Madrid. They're only better us on goal difference, and we're 2 points off of Barcelona, so it's all to play for. Sevilla have overtaken Villarreal in the top 5 spot, but they're level on points also, so it is absolutely crazy, the difference in fairness, but all to play for still. We haven't got that many league games left, so just about doing our job and see what happens around us in fairness, and you just never know. We could be title winners, we could just get the top 4. We just don't know at this moment in time, but we shall see, that's for sure. But that is it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe for more content, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.